Hey, I was reading the Bible, came across a couple of verses. I want you to check these verses out. Check these verses out for me.
And there came also Nicodemus, which at the first came to Jesus by night, and brought a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 100 pound weight. Then took they the body of Jesus, and wound it in linen cloths with the spices, as the manner of the Jews is to bury. Bible, John 19:39-40.
Y'all read the verses, right? What's up with that moment? See, I know a little bit about the Jewish burial tradition. At least I thought I did. And my understanding, there I go again, my understanding. Yeah, I might as well move back down. So my understanding was that they washed the body. That's my understanding. You saw the verse yourself. It says, as the Jews. You know, Jesus was a Jew. You read the verse. So I was like, yeah, maybe I forgot something. So what I decided to do, this is the internet age. And on the internet, they have these Ask the Rabbi sites. So that's what I did. And check out what he said. Y'all see that? He said they wash it. They just wash it. That's their law. They can't go against the law. That's biblical. I mean, that's what's my understanding anyway. So I was wondering, what was they doing with the aloe and myrrh? So I took a chance and I said, let me ask him again. Let me ask him about the aloe and myrrh and what that was all about. Maybe I missed something when I learned about this years ago. Check out the answer he gave me. You read what he said? I didn't say it. I just checked with, asked the rabbi. That's what he said. So I'm like, well, what were they doing? What were they doing with aloe and myrrh? That ain't a Jewish thing. You read it yourself. The Bible said, as the manner of the Jews is to bury. But the rabbi said, no, they don't do that. So I was just wondering, what in the world were they doing? I decided to look up aloe and myrrh in ancient times, see what was going on with that. See, what they did, what they used it for. And then what I come across, you heard of the Greek philosopher Aristotle? I come to find out that Aristotle was really up on the properties of aloe. And one of those properties was healing wounds. And like Aristotle, he was on the set like over 300 years before Jesus was here. So they knew about aloe at least 300 years before Jesus was here. I'm talking about the Greeks. Anyway, Aristotle had a pupil, Alexander the Great. That's another thing. See, that's what I'm telling you. You got to read stuff. One thing leads to another, and you go check something out, and then you find some other information. That's what learning is all about. Question. That's good for the brain. So anyway, Alexander the Great was Aristotle's pupil, one of his pupils. So he runs it by Alexander that aloe would be invaluable for his soldiers. For Alexander the Great soldiers, wounded in battle, when Alexander was out doing his soldiering thing, conquering stuff and all that. Okay, so the next thing he did, I'm talking about what Aristotle did, he advised Alexander the Great to conquer all the lands that grew aloe. Just take it. You know, it's yours now. You need that aloe, so take all the land. Anyway, I kept reading here and there, and I come to find out that the healing properties and benefits of aloe were recognized. I'm talking about in the whole ancient world. You know, the Indian civilization knew about it. I'm talking about India. Indian civilization in India. Chinese civilization, Greek civilization, Roman civilization, African civilizations knew about it. Everybody knew about aloe. Everybody. And then we talking about the ancient world. So I just kept reading. Let me see what's going on with this, because I don't know what they was doing in that tomb. You know, they must have had some reason to put that on the dead body. Must have been some reason for that. You know, people don't just do stuff for no reason, especially when it's doing religious. You know, people are real picky about their religion, you know. They're going to do things right because it's all about God, you know, as they see God. Anyway, they used, in the whole ancient world, they used aloe to heal wounds, to relieve itching, relieve swelling, reduce inflammation, stuff like that. So I go, okay, I know what aloe do. Now let's see what they did with myrrh. Maybe, what was that all about? Let's check out that myrrh. So I come to find out that myrrh was also known in the entire ancient world for its powers of healing. And it was used as a healing agent way back then. It was used as an anti-inflammatory. It's now understood that it's also an antibacterial agent. The Egyptians really believed in its healing power. And let's get back to that Greek civilization again. When the Greeks sent their soldiers out to battle, an essential part of their combat gear, guess what it was? Myrrh. They had to have it. You know, it was highly antiseptic, anti-inflammatory properties, just like aloe. It was used to clean combat wounds, to prevent infection. It was also used to prevent the spread of gangrene in already infected parts of the body. You know, so as you can see, and you can look this up yourself. Go and look it up yourself. You know, don't just be listening to what me or anybody else tell you. You know, you just go check things out for yourself. You got time. But as you can see, aloe and myrrh, they were using that in the ancient world to heal wounds. So, you know, what was Nicodemus and them doing? Jesus was dead. I don't understand what was going on. He was dead. What would they, you know, you heard what the rabbi said. You read it yourself. What was he doing? I just want to figure this out. You know, tickles the brain, don't it? Anyway, okay, you know, the whole ancient world, as I said earlier, understood that to heal people's wounds, you use aloe and myrrh. What was Nicodemus and them doing? Jesus was dead. Wasn't he? I mean, you know, 3 days later, as the Bible say, he was walking around eating fish, honeycomb, talking to folks. What was Nicodemus and them doing?
Things that make you go, It's the things that make you go, Things that make you go, It's the things that make you go, Things that make you go, It's the things that make you go, Things that make you go, It's the things that make you go, things that make you go,
I tell you, my mind doesn't work that way. I got this real moron thing I do. It's called thinking.